Hi friends, I'm Kavita. I welcome you all to my channel and today I'm gonna discuss 10 English root words with you. So let's get started. First is your one who walks in sleep. So the word is somnambulist. Som word means sleep and ambule means walk. So this becomes somnambulist. Somnambulist means a person who walks in sleep. And the root word for speak is your lock. L-O-Q. Lock is the word for speak. Ambule is the word for walk. And som is the word for sleep. So a person who walks is your somnambulist. A person who talks in sleep is your somniloquism. And a person who, like soul means alone. So the first word that I have mentioned in the slide is soliloquist. This means a person who talks alone. Soul means alone. Lock means your a person who speaks. So this becomes soliloquist, right? So one who walks in sleep is somnambulist. Okay, so you can see this in picture. This girl is walking in sleep. So walking in sleep is somnambulist. So this girl is somnambulist, right? So let's move to second. Second one is your a person with a good handwriting. You all must be aware of this and you must have seen many calligraphy handwriting. So you are aware of this word, okay? So graphy means your writing. So graph word is for writing. So and your good handwriting. Good for good handwriting we use cali. So cali means good, graphy means writing. Thus it becomes your calligraphy, right? But a person who has a bad handwriting, so word bad is represented by caco. Caco means bad. So a person who has a bad handwriting will be a cacographist. So if I ask you who a person who has a bad handwriting and you have to choose the option, you will be choosing cacography. But um, if you see the contrast, it is calligraphy. Calligraphy is your good handwriting. And if I say cartographer, carto word is related. Its root is it is basically the root of the word map. So it's a person who does a map reading, map writing. Okay, so cartographer. And your the second option illegible. Illegible means which can't be read out carefully. You can't understand. जो writing आपको समझ ना आए, that is your illegible one, right? So in this picture you can see how beautifully this text is written. So this is your calligraphy. Moving on to next is your a hater of women. Okay, who is a person who hates women is called misogynist. Miss word is for hater. If I say Phil word is for lover. So if you see the first word in the option is your misanthropist. Anthrop word is for mankind. So a person who hates mankind is will be your misanthropist. But a person who loves mankind will be your philanthropist. And the last option, if you see, is your misogynist. A person who hate women will be your misogynist because you must have heard this word gynae, Gynae. This gynae word is for female doctors. You must have heard. Okay, so gynecologist, you must be aware of this. So from this you can learn this that gynae word is for women. So Miss means hate, gynae means women. So a hater of women will be your misogynist. So in the picture you can see Donald Trump, and you must have read in newspapers also about him that he is misogynist. Okay, so let's move to next. One who works for the good, like जो दूसरों का भला करता है, one who works for good. The word for this is altruist. Altruist, right? One who works for good is altruist. You can see in the picture that person is helping the other person come umbrella, under his umbrella. So he is altruist. If I say benevolent, benevolent means kind. A person who is kind will be a benevolent. If I say atheist, the word is for your God. So theist will be a believer of God, a person who believes in God. And if I add a word a in front of theist, it becomes atheist. So a theist will be a person who don't believe in God. Okay, नास्तिक जिसे कहते हैं. So a person who is atheist is a non-believer of God, right? Moving to next is our able to use left and right hand equally. You can see in picture in both hand that person is having pen and he will write with both his hand. So that person will be your ambidextrous. Ambi, amphi, and ampy, like AMBI, AMPI, AMPHI is your word which means both. So ambi means both. So a person who is skilled in using both hand equally will be your ambidextrous. Okay. And if I say ambivalent means a person who has both kind of feelings. Like if I say that I have ambivalent feeling for the current government, then you can understand that I have a mixed feeling for the government, right? So ambi, amphi, and your ampy. Okay, so I'll give you one more example of amphi. Like you know about the amphibians. Amphibians are those animals that live in both land and water, right? Like a frog, it lives on land also and in water also. So amphi word is for both. So in this way, amphibian is a animal that lives both in water as well as on land, right? Next is your a paper written by hand. For the word hand, we will use the word manu. Manu means hand. So, like you must have heard manicure and pedicure girls do. So, manicure is your taking care of your hands, right? Pedicure is your looking after your feet. So, manicure, you can understand this from here that manu word is for hand. So any script that is written by hand, okay, जो hand से लिखा हुआ होगा script, that will be your manuscript, right? So in the picture you can see, like in the earlier times, when during our ancient times people used to write all these Sanskrit shloka and all the mythological work is being written by hand. So that is your manuscript, okay. Next is your life story of a man written by himself. So actually people get confused between autobiography and the biography. Now I'll be making this clear to you. Bio means life. Graphy, I told you that it means writing. So if you write on somebody's life, then it's your biography. Okay, like suppose I am writing about Abdul Kalam ji. So I am writing his biography. But when a person writes for himself or herself, okay, so auto word, auto is means yourself. So when a person write for himself and herself about his own story, okay, about his own life, then it becomes your autobiography, right? So you can see in this picture that the first book of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, it's a biography which is written by Mr. A.K. Gandhi. But on the other hand, if you see the other book of APJ Abdul Kalam, that's the turning point. It is your autobiography. Okay? Autobiography means a self written, means you are writing about yourself, about your life. So that's your autobiography, right? Next is your a person who rules without taking the opinion of others. Okay, so you can very well see here in this picture Hitler, and I guess you got the answer. Okay, this word will be your autocracy. Auto means self, जो self का rule करे. Crazy means your rule, यानी कि शासन. तो आपका autocracy it becomes your जब कोई person खुद से rule करता है. तो Hitler was, you must have heard that how autocrat he was. So he was an autocrat person. So autocracy. And if we see demo means people. Okay, so democrat will be a person who will be chosen by your people. Okay, हम कहते हैं ना डेमोक्रेसी, तो डेमोक्रेसी क्या हुई? लोकतंत्र, जैसे लोगों ने चुना है, लोगों ने इलेक्ट किया है, राइट? सो डेमोक्रेसी, तो डेमोक्रेट बन गया वहां से. सेम वे ऑटोक्रेट और द ऑटोक्रेसी. ऑटोक्रेसी मीन्स जब कोई खुद का शासन करता है, ठीक है, सेल्फ सेल्फ रूलिंग जो हुई आपकी, विदाउट कंसिडरिंग एनीबडीज फीलिंग. ओके, सो दिस इज योर ऑटोक्रेट. नेक्स्ट इज योर द प्लेस वेयर बर्ड्स आर केप्ट. So the word people generally confuse between the aviary and the apiary. So when we say about birds, so the word is aviary. But if I say the place where bees are kept, so that place is your apiary. For bees, it is apiary, and for birds, it is aviary. So in this picture, you can very well see that this girl is enjoying a place where birds are kept. So it's an aviary, right? Birds are there. So it's an aviary. Last one is our a person who is very talkative. What we call that? Okay. So I told you the word for talk, speak. Lock, L-O-Q. The last word in the option is your L-O-Q, lock. Lock means speak. So loquacious will be a person who talks a lot, who talks. Okay, who's a chatterbox kind of person, very talkative. So that person is your loquacious. Okay, you can see in this picture that that boy, he is very talkative. So he's a loquacious kind of person, right? And if I say your reticent, it means like a reluctant kind of shy kind of person, okay, who remains silent. And the third word is your mendacious. Mendacious means a person who lies, who is a liar, jhoota kind of person, is your mendacious. So I hope you all understood all these, and I'll be coming soon with one more lecture on this root word. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much.